let's get right to it. Listen to the Like Show. That's what we're going to call it because my good friend Sean, Thunder Funding, did this logo for me. Thought of this. It's a catchy phrase, right? It's catchy. What's up? Bull of the Woods. And since Big Mac is in the house, we thought we would just start early. Might as well hit it off early. Let's see if we got any volume. Hello. I think we got volume. I don't know. We'll see. Output. Right there. All right, we got volume. Now I can hear myself now. Put it right in there. All right, so I was watching some YouTubes in the trucking industry for once. I said, well, let me go see what everybody's doing and stuff. So I watched some videos. And the biggest thing is you have company drivers, owner-operators, lease purchase guys, bank purchase guys, renting guys, all saying what they're making and everything, and they're not comparing apples to apples. They're comparing apples to oranges, right? So if somebody comes in and says, oh, I'm not making as much as you guys, blah, 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 that's because you're not comparing apples to apples. That's the problem. I love this. Let's get the record straight. Right, Bull of the Woods. 24 hours from 8 days in Pacific coastal paradise. The Bull of the Woods. He's probably going camping. You going camping? Is that what you're doing? So if you want to join in, we will let you join in, maybe. Let me copy this. Go over here. Paste this. Hit the send button. There you go. You want to be a guest on the show, you could be a guest on the show. If Bull of the Woods wants to come on here, that'd be awesome because we could talk about glamping. That's right, folks. Apples to apples comparison. See, if me and Bull of the Woods were taking this to the camping part of the world, we'd say, oh, well, your tent, is just like my travel trailer, or your travel trailer is just like this motorhome. You're not comparing apples to apples when you're camping, right? It's no comparison. Same thing with trucking. And you could do that on basically anything. What's this chat overlay do? What's this do? Nothing. So, let me see. Oh, somebody tried to come in. And then they just went right back out. For instance, Cool Trucking is in the house. I thought you'd still be sleeping because, Cool Trucking got his belly full. And I think he liked it. I think he liked the food. We went out to eat. We took our beautiful wives out to eat and took him to a really nice steakhouse restaurant, and I think he liked it. What's up, Snorlord?
What's up?
I'll do just like a Pale Rider, just like I gotta get my hat on though. Pale Rider, put a hat on.
No hat. Yeah, you ought to put a hat on. You got a glare going on there.
Right. What's up, Stuart? What up? Just set the record straight is what TJ says. But that's just like if you're a lease guy, but you're never going to own the truck, you really can't compare that to a guy that's buying the truck from the bank and actually going to own the truck. Same thing, if you compare paychecks to paychecks, there's a difference, right? If you're comparing owner-operator paycheck to a company driver paycheck, and that company driver has a really nice gig going, and let's say you bring home the same amount of money, it's still not the same because the owner-operator has equity. And see, that's where they lose their track and thought of process, is they do not realize that, hey, in 3 years, 4 or 5 years, whatever it is, they own the truck. They have something. They have equity, where the other guy has nothing. What's up, Steve?
What's up? CDN's got a question.
CDN, let's see. Is that Rob? Rob's got a question? Let's see what his question is. Jeff, as a lease operator, and you don't like the current rates within your carrier network, can't the driver book freight with any broker? Same with your drivers. Can they book with an approved broker? They can book a load with any broker that has credit. If they're not approved, then no. We're not going to haul for them because we're not going to get paid. And of course, that lease operator won't want to do that, because if I don't get paid, they're not going to get paid. You know, because
it states that in the contract.
Right, it states it in the contract. Now, all the owner operators over here at Light Trucking know this. I have never taken back pay for a load, even though I didn't get paid, because, you know, they were fundable, but the broker didn't pay. Now, if they try to take a load, and Cool Trucking will agree to this, if they call up and say, hey, you know, I want this load, but the broker's not approved, I will tell them, well, I mean, you can haul the load, but you're not going to get paid until we get paid.
Absolutely.
Right, Bill? Wild Bill in the house. How was that steak, Bill?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we had a good time.
Did you like that stone?
Oh, yes, that was cool.
See, Snorlord, we cooked our own steak.
Oh.
My turn.
We cooked our own steak. And then, you know, I feel bad for Diane, because, you know, the wife ordered cheesecake, and we made Diane try it. I hope she fared well last night. And
don't let her kid you. She loved it.
And I'm surprised Bill even made it to the show. I thought the sugar was going to put him in a coma.
Believe me, I had to exercise my insulin intake when I got back to the truck.
Well, how was the sweet potato fries with that caramel sauce?
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh man, we got a glamper coming in. What's up, glamper?
So I have a question. Okay, so you go to this restaurant, they make you do the work on a rock, and then you pay for that privilege.
Well, let me tell you something about this, Snorlord. You always have your steak. It's hot. Every bite is hot, and it's exactly how you want it.
Yep.
I just call it like I say. I'm a simple man.
Hey, have you ever ordered mushrooms at a steakhouse? Right? They come, they get cold. Well, this comes on the rock in an iron skillet. Does it not, Cool Trucking? And it's
Yep.
And this is funny. You'll like this, TJ. I took one of the mushrooms out, and I says, man, that's hot. So Bill takes one. I says, Bill, that's hot. He just sticks the whole thing in he blows on it a couple times, you know, like that. I'm like, he puts it in his mouth. I just start laughing. He spit it right back out.
Hey, it didn't take me long to learn that lesson.
It was hot.
I'm gonna hide behind this listen to like sign.
Yeah, here, let me get rid of that. Here. Boom. So what's up, TJ? Let's talk about your glamping.
Yeah, what you doing, TJ? You know, besides causing problems, causing trouble.
He always causes trouble.
He's a troublemaker.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know. See, we can't even hear him. Now he's sitting there talking away. There you go.
Well, I didn't know I was muted. Sorry about that. I'm just sitting here with the old lady drinking some coffee, and we're just kind of figuring stuff out, you know, what we want to do, because there's a lot of stuff we can do over there. It's just
Are you taking the trailer?
Yeah.
So let me see how this went. TJ, how come that trailer's not ready yet? Did you do this? Did you make sure it does this? Did you make sure?
Actually, it wasn't like that, but yeah, it could have been.
It could have been.
I'll think about it. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Steve, this morning, good show. Good talk.
Yeah, he wouldn't start over. I mean, he would do that for TJ, but when I ask, he doesn't start over.
Hey, once you're in the zone, Jeff, you can't leave the zone. I mean, musicians talk about it all the time. Once you're in the zone, you don't want to break up the flow, right? I was on a flow.
You were on a flow.
You just got to keep up, Jeff. That's all. But thank you for the compliments there.
He was on a bidet.
Cool trucking.
Yeah, it was more about deciding whether to put the food in the travel trailer before we leave or that morning up. So dry goods in.
Well,
everything's in the fridge right now. So
here's what you do, TJ. Take it from advice. I'm gonna give you some advice, whether you take it or not. But I leave mine plugged in. Right, so when I get home, I plug it in, and then that way everything in the refrigerator just stays there. All the condiments and everything. And the refrigerator stays on for the whole time. So if it's a month later we go camping, it's there.
Right.
So buy 2 sets of everything, right? 2 sets of clothes. You leave everything in the camper. That's your camping stuff. Just that way you never have to. You're always ready to go. Just hook and book.
Hook and book. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, we got
because when the apocalypse hits, you might be living in that camper.
Well, see, Cool Trucking's going to get into the November thing, So if it does, if the elections don't go the way he wants it in November, he's probably going to go off grid.
That's what my 2 acres is for.
To be honest with you.
What, TJ?
It doesn't sound like a bad idea sometimes, to be honest with you.
Well, we could have a compound, right? We could just take all of our trailers and just be like the old West days,
Yeah.
We'll hitch them all up, and we'll go.
I mean, we're self-contained. I mean, we got the solar, we got the battery, we got the gas. You know how it is. We could live off grid for a couple of weeks. Got the generator, got the fuel.
Right, and we'll make room for Snowlord and his family, right? I mean, we all got.
We got a bunkhouse, so
yeah,
we got 2 big beds, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Snowlord to bring his guitar. That's all we need.
Yeah. Bonfire and the guitar.
Yeah, and his guns. Got to bring his guns. We'll need that.
if Matt'll lift a guitar from Gibson for me, then we can do that. So.
From Gibson. Who wants to answer spam?
No.
No?
Me.
Okay.
Shannon's down for the compound.
All right.
CDN had another comment question, and then looks like Top Dog wants some advice on growing.
They say drink a lot of milk, eat your vegetables. If that don't work, go back to the medieval period and lay on one of them stretching racks, and they just crank it every so often, and you will grow.
Butter and coffee. Mm-hmm.
Butter and coffee.
Butter and coffee.
I did the butter and coffee once. I'm like, I'll just put heavy whipping cream and coffee if I want to do the keto coffee thing.
Or be like women, right? Just wear extra thick sole shoes and stuff, right?
I got to be honest with you. The first time I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. The first time I tried that keto coffee with the butter and stuff, I was down in Utah, and I literally went into it. I was telling the old lady, you got to try this. You got to try this. It put me in this amazing energy moment. And I was like, you got to try this. She's like, I just can't. The texture of butter and coffee, and she just couldn't do it. In fact, I was pushing it. She finally got mad at me. She's like, leave me the hell alone. I ain't drinking it.
Look, TJ, to grow in Michigan, all you got to do is, she knows. Don't drink the milk. Drink Flint water. You will grow. Don't know what you'll grow, but you'll grow something.
Grow and blow.
Top Dog, be a little bit more specific. Like if you want to grow with contractors, it's just it takes time. You got a couple of years for your insurance to kind of settle, make sure your record's good, and then you're in the process of finding people with their own trucks and preferably their own trailers and
this is way better than StreamYard.
Of course it is.
And the key is hiring good contractors, bringing on good contractors. and ones that will take care of. We just hired a guy that has gone above and beyond of what he should have done. And those are the kind of people that you want. People that are loyal, people that are, you don't want to hire. If you look at an application, they've been at like 8 jobs in the last year, don't bring them on. Consistency.
Well, no, hang on. I got to disagree with that one a little bit. I was what you call a job hopper my whole career because I was always looking for a home. And I never could take the bullshit, excuse my language, that these companies would put out. So I would be there 6, 8 months, a year, and then I was down the road. Because if they didn't serve me correctly, there's no reason for you to stay at a company and be unhappy. That just is a recipe for disaster.
Well, I understand
So
that.
if you're not happy, do not think twice about going somewhere else. And don't worry about the job hopping, because your happiness is a big critical thing about your success in this industry. If you're going around and you're unhappy and you're always pissed off, it doesn't help your business, and customers don't want to deal with you.
Well, the majority, so let me interrupt you here. So from my experience as being a trainer, working as a company guy, and the people that I've seen go through Landstar, go through Schneider, and the people I've seen here in the applications that I've seen, 99% of the job hoppers don't make it wherever they are. Now, you were lucky and you found a good home. However, most people, their happiness is because of their own dealings, not because of the company. So, I mean, you're an exception to the rule, but from my experience dealing with the things that I've seen, most job hoppers don't have the loyalty. I mean, everybody gives certain YouTubers a lot of hassle because they're constantly job hopping. That's the perfect example, because you get no loyalty from those people. And that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I agree with that point. But a lot of people out here, it's not the money and it's not the routes and all that. It's freedom. I was always looking for freedom. And there's only 2 places in my whole career that I ever had freedom. I was with CRST for 5 years because they left us alone and we got to book our own freight and we got to do what we wanted to do. And then here at Jeff, the same thing. They leave us alone. We get to do what we want to do. And that's what I've been looking my whole career.
Okay, so Top Dog, you're saying 80/20, they supply liability plates IFTA, we cover the rest. Okay, so what's Top Dog saying? They do 80/20 and they make the owner-operator pay for liability plates and IFTA? I'm not getting what he's asking. Maybe
I think I think he's laying out what he wants to do, which is if he does an 80/20 program and the contractor does the liability cargo and the IFTA, and then they cover the plates and IFTA, and they cover the rest.
Okay, we cover all of that except for the plates and IFTA. Right. So if they, we'll get them a plate, but they have to pay for the plate.
Right.
But we cover the liability in that, and we also do a longevity bonus. So every year you're here, your rate increases. So we don't stay.
Okay, you're saying to cover cargo. So the auto liability, yeah, each contractor over here does cover their own auto liability.
No,
we thought
that's wrong. That's wrong. No, that's wrong, Steve.
No?
No, we cover the auto liability and the cargo. The contractor covers their own physical damage on the truck.
Okay, that's where I got mixed up.
Yeah.
That's why you're the expert. I'm just a dude.
Well, see, TJ has it right? TJ has it right. Here it goes, folks. Bam! TJ the Bull of the Woods agrees. This is better than StreamYard, baby.
It's the clarity and stuff, and with the comments on the side, that's why I was trying to get on earlier, and then I was like, do I have to, with like StreamYard, you have to actually get out of YouTube to do the StreamYard. Otherwise you hear the echoing and all this other stuff. With
the
this,
solution
I
from
didn't.
that is you pause the video when you're on it, then click on the link, and then you won't have that echo, and you don't have to leave YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I do it all. So,
Yeah.
But this seems like spot on. It's not behind, you know. Yeah, it seems.
I'm not
Love
using
this way more clear.
StreamYard. I'm not using
Clear.
StreamYard, TJ. We're not using StreamYard.
No,
As
this
you
is.
can tell.
I actually like this quite a bit. Ecamm, is it a free service or is it something you got to pay extraordinary amount for?
No, you got to pay for it.
No, I figured.
And what I do is I see. Pale Rider uses the other service I use, right? We use Restream. So Pale Rider started using Restream, which they have their own studio, right? So Restream has its own studio, but you can stream to 30 different platforms at once. But what I do is I piggyback Ecamm Live on top of eStream to Restream.
Oh.
So therefore, I'm doing this in one software, it's sending it to the other, and streaming it to multiple platforms, to all my Facebook pages. So if you go to Facebook, you can see it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, how many people can you have on your screen here?
That's the problem with this, is you can't have 10. You can have 4.
Okay. Well, you know, when you get 10 in there, it's like in a stadium, it's like here, you know, 18 people talking. Well, you know, 10 people, but it sounds like 18 people, you know. So
And the overlays are better, right? I mean, and here's the best thing I like. Watch this. I'll go to this screen, and everybody sees the map, right?
yeah,
But I can do this.
you can see where Snorlord's sitting, right there in Missouri,
Well, you know,
right there.
right down to his house.
yeah.
There he is.
So I can click on my other screen here and click on Michigan to show what's going on there, and then when that pops up, right?
What is this, a dry van map or something?
Yeah. So I could scroll in. You know, I could zoom in on it where StreamYard you can't do this.
Right.
So you could actually read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. So it has a lot of different features. But of course, it costs more.
Reinventing.
Also, the Northwest at the end of next month, it's going to change all to green up there. As soon as onion harvest starts, there's going to be more loads up there than you know what to do with.
Oh, yeah.
That's good because Oregon flat out sucks.
It does.
Did you
They're,
call?
they're posting rates for $1 a mile out of Oregon. Don't go to Oregon. It's pretty
Hey,
there,
Bill.
but over it.
Bill, they do have a.
What?
I talked to Bob this morning. I think
Oh, okay.
he called and left you a message.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
You know what we talked about last night?
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
He'd be willing to do something like that.
Well, that's cool. I'll give him a jingle today then.
Yeah, he's out on a lake, but just call him. He'll answer.
Well, if he's in a tournament, I don't want to mess with him.
No, he's not in a tournament. He's just fishing right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
Like my shirt, Jeff? Isn't that awesome?
Can't see it. There's a beard in the way. Why don't you cut? Oh.
You could. It was like,
Hashtag keto diet on the shirt.
there it is. What?
What's it saying? See, what's it saying?
Yeah, you're like, wait.
Yeah, logo shirts are wasted on me. So,
See, TJ don't have to do that. You know, anything you can read whatever he's got. You know.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything right now, but yeah, I trim mine. My wife trimmed mine here.
We got
I haven't.
we got ZZ Top up in the corner. Half of a ZZ Top in the bottom of their corner.
Hey, this is only about 6.5, 7 months right here. So, give me time.
What's a good insurance company for us in Michigan? Call Navigator Truck Insurance and talk to them. Tell them I sent you. They're really great folks. Just call them up. They're in Jenison, Michigan, right over by Grand Rapids. Navigator Truck Insurance Company. What else we got here? Don't encourage him, Boggs. What's happening? Chris Hammer, what's going on? Can I turn my mic up some? Oh, I can talk louder, get close to it.
Just bring it closer to your mouth, Jeff.
I could, but I don't want to, TJ.
That's what all the YouTubers do.
TJ told me not to.
That's annoying as hell.
That's like
That's as annoying as the horn.
Jim Carrey with his worst noise ever.
I can do. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh, no.
Come on. You're live. You're hot on the air. Come on, TJ.
The most annoying sound. What? Do it in there.
Come on.
Oh,
do
I
it.
can't. My daughter's still sleeping.
She says do it. Do it.
Oh, my.
She could sleep in a camper on the way there. Come on.
No.
Come on.
I can do it, but I won't. I'll do it some other time.
What do we call that? What do we call that?
I can do it, but
Yeah. That's
All
it right there.
All right, we'll
It's
give him.
really
We'll
loud.
give him this. Snorlord's acting like he's doing some business.
my lady comes around the corner. She's like, "Don't, the kid's still sleeping.
Don't do it. Don't do
Do
it.
it in here."
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's pretty loud and annoying. Let me trust me on that one. I got Jim Carrey beat, I think. It's
Wait.
pretty funny though.
We'll do a TC Boggs.
KJ having performance issues? No, not at all.
We will imitate TC Boggs. You ready?
The nectar of
Salute.
the gods, he says.
Salute. The nectar of the gods. Salute.
Yeah. Oh, I put my cup away.
Glenn Lee Wright says, the wife doesn't want me to go owner operator. What's the best I can do in other gigs? Well, Glenn, here's the thing. If the wife don't want you to do it, you better not do it.
Yeah, that's true.
TC thinks everybody is beautiful. See, TJ?
Beautiful.
You know, you should come over here and go camping with me. We'd have a great time.
Well, you can come here too.
What?
Oh yeah.
Do you take a log splitter with you?
No,
Why not?
don't need one.
You don't do campfires?
Oh yeah. Yep.
An axe works just as good.
Yeah, but
Yep.
you could split logs with a hammer.
Yeah, I got an axe and stuff. Yeah. But I don't have like
Yeah.
I was thinking chainsaw.
I use a
but, yeah,
sledge and a wedge
yeah,
is what I use.
I got an axe. Yeah. I got the shovel. I got the whole nine.
I'll answer Glenn's question. Say, guys, the wife doesn't want me to go owner operator. What's the best I can do in other gigs? Well, it depends on where you live and what you're willing to do. A lot of LTL pays really good, but I would get a company that gets you home every weekend or every other weekend, and don't fall for the 1099 crap. Be a W-2 on being a company driver. Do not do the 1099 gig. So, if
Don't settle for a low wage either, just because the job's there. Make sure you go somewhere where you get paid what you're worth.
And now, Glenn, the 3070, that's only working on. I know a couple of people that are attempting that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you're at the mercy of what the spot market's doing, if that's where you're working at. But if it's contract rates with a company that has secure accounts, you can probably make more money than the 30% at this point in time.
So
And that's back. That's what CRST pays. Used to pay. I don't know what they pay now, but it was 70-30 for CRST. And they treated us well. Of course, we found our niche. If I'd have been, going through their dispatchers or whatnot, I would have starved. But because they're a team operation, and solos struggle over there unless you know how to book your own
They
freight.
always call me Frank.
Salt
Can I
Lake
give you
City-
guys a scenario for a minute? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Okay. TJ
So I
has
have a-
the floor.
All right, I appreciate that. So I have a buddy of mine, and maybe you guys can help him. I've tried to talk to this guy, but anyway, maybe he needs a phone call from somebody else. So this guy went to a 1099 company in the Chicago area, right? As a company driver, did that for a while, and then came across some money and bought his own truck outright. For 60,000, I think he's put about 15 into it. But anyway, so he was running with them with an 8812 thing, but of course he had to pay for everything. They were charging him $512 a week for his reefer trailer, plus the insurance anyway. But he was being dispatched. They wouldn't share the rate cons, so he didn't really know his true rate. It finally got to the point. I mean, he would go home for a couple of days, and they were treating him like a company driver, just treating him like garbage. And he wants to run the spot market. He doesn't have a trailer currently, but he does have his truck. He is looking. He did sign up for his own authority, but doesn't have the money for the insurance. What he does is he doesn't shop. So he went to OIDA. They quoted him $30,000 for insurance. I told him check out Progressive, and I actually helped him look it up, and it was $17,700. And then if you paid the full year, you would drop it to $15,000. But anyway, he needs the back office part of it, the dispatching, the stuff, because he's severely dyslexic. He's a hell of a worker. I told him, hey, I can give you a number to a couple people. Maybe light trucking and snow work could help him out in that aspect of things, because I know you guys are transparent. This company was not transparent by any stretch. So that's my question. Would you guys be willing to talk to this guy if I passed on his phone number?
Absolutely.
And maybe even take him on. His truck's
Absolutely.
paid for. He just needs a trailer. He would probably buy one, but he doesn't. See, that's the thing I think he's afraid of, is getting screwed again by someone. I'm like, well, if there's companies and guys out there that aren't going to screw you, man. This just happened to be one of those. It was more of a 1288 than an 8812. To be honest, he was getting scammed bad.
We're transparent. We let we show everything. The settlements are the simplest you'll ever see.
Right.
Because it's 80-20.
Yeah. And I know once he
Bill?
got a feel of everything, and I even told him about you guys. I just said, hey, we got an 80-20 deal. He's transparent. It's paid daily or after every load. When you go home, the insurance isn't charged. You have dispatch that can help you at 5 to 7%. It's a little something that you have to invest some to get some back, but you're actually going to make money, and I know these guys are going to treat you right. But for some reason, he has this thing. He wants to get his own authority, but he won't listen to me and say, and I was like, well, you got $80,000 in the bank, but you're looking at $17,000 to $20,000 just to get your insurance going, plus another whatever for your DOT and stuff like that. And then, and then he keeps talking about the fuel. And it's like, well, these guys, you weren't getting a discount at your fuel there, only to the 7 to 15 cents that Love's offers. But, like Trekking will give you at least, 80, anywhere from 50 to $1. I don't know what.
That's where our fuel discounts are at. And we get it's like than people with Love's cards.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is.
But the first thing you got to do is stop feeling stupid.
Well, I talked about that this morning on my live feed. So.
Well, being over here is just like having your own authority, but you don't have to worry about the paperwork. right? You
Yep.
don't
Right,
have to
and
worry
that's what
about
we
that
need.
aspect of it, and the permits and all that. Can you make a little more money? Yeah, maybe, but the longer you stay, the higher the percentage goes.
Well, there's an aspect of it. He has the drive to be a business owner or his own business, but he even admits himself but he needs that back office because he is dyslexic. He admits it himself, and I just don't know because he says he wants to listen to people that kind of can give him a good idea, but then he does exactly. It's like he just needs somebody that's neutral that and I can. If you guys, if it's cool with you, I'd love to send him your number or vice versa, give him yours,
Sure.
and you guys can if you have the opening and willing. I mean, I know he's a good driver and his record's clean. He owns his own truck, and he does his own work. He doesn't take it to the shop. He's like, screw that. I'm going to save money. I'll do it in my yard.
And he lives over by
That's the
you?
kind of guy he is. Pardon?
Does he live over on the West Coast?
No, he lives in Alabama.
Oh,
He kind of wants to move this way, but right now but again, if he stays in the Midwest,
well, he'll make
or
a killing down in Alabama because we got
Yeah.
Alabama
Southeast-
interstate.
I've said this over and over. Southeast is on fire, dude. Alabama, especially. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is it
Georgia
the
went to hell.
Is it the peanuts and stuff that's hot right now, or what?
Peanuts.
No,
A lot of, go ahead, Jeff.
a lot of Procter and Gamble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and South Carolina has sweet potatoes right now and stuff like that.
Melons. We got
And melon
But I just
season's
think
coming up.
he just needs that.
Well, we have a great back
break up.
office, right? We have a great support system and back office.
Is that still in effect? The pay after each load and the insurance
Right.
doesn't recur
Right,
when you're at home?
Right. So here's how it works, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, and they get a misconception, is when you're used to getting paid every week, let's say you'll get a $2,000 check, right, at the end of the week. But here after every load, let's say you get a load and a lot of fuel come out, you get $200. The next load you get $500. Next load you get $1,800. And people don't know how to wrap their head around that. It takes them a while because they're used to weekly money. But you
Right.
got to add it all up, because we had one guy says, "Well, I'm not making nothing," but then when you add it all up, he's netting close to 10 grand for what he did. But he doesn't see that, right? Because he's got that weekly mentality. Does that make sense, Bill?
Yep. And if you drop in the morning and you've had a fuel up on that one load, and you drop, and then you're going to get your next load, and you fuel up before the next load, well, both them fuels are going to come off that first load. So your settlement might not jive with what you think you should have gotten on that first load, but then the next load you pick up, it's going to be way more than what you expect because that fuel isn't coming out of that second load.
Correct. Yeah, so
Can
we
you
pay
take
after every load.
Can you take a phone call live?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we pay after every load, and the only thing that comes out of someone's settlement is
fuel.
And if they get their physical damage, bobtail, and occupational insurance through us, right? Because we have fleet insurance. So if they
Right.
get that through us, the way I do it is the first week of the month is a third, the second week's a third, the third week is a third, and then the fourth week, nothing, right? So if they bring their own insurance, then it's just 80-20. And nothing
No, he
comes
would
about
definitely
fuel.
need your insurance. He would definitely need your insurance. So
Because I found out we have better insurance prices than F2F. Because I have a gentleman that's coming over here from there, and he says, "Well, this is our price," and I said, "Well, we beat it by 0.5%."
right on. Well, let me get off here real quick and see if he can call into you, if that's all right. Do I just give him the number that I have? For a
Yeah,
call-in?
he could call in, or if he wants to talk, he can text the number, and when I get off here, we can call him personal.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that too. Actually, I'll just do that instead. So maybe I'll merge so we,
into
because I don't want him to hang himself. You know what I mean?
right.
And I really think he will if he does it.
Well, it's better to talk off, off the air, stuff like that, because we could ask some more personal.
Maybe we can get a four-way with
right.
with Snowlord as well on the dispatching side, so I can.
Right.
This guy needs it. I'm telling you, I know he's a good guy, and I know that he has his intentions are well. He just doesn't have that. He doesn't have that back office deal. But he wants it. But I don't know. His dream was to be an owner operator or to own his own truck, and he just needs the guidance to go that right direction. He was absolutely screwed as a last place, absolutely screwed. So you only take so much, and then you finally just say, "See ya, gotta go." So
right.
So maybe, yeah. So what's a good time? I mean, I don't want to, if you're. Today would be the best for me because I'm going to go. No, after tomorrow, I'm going to go off the grid for a week. So
anytime before 5
Most
Eastern
likely.
time.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
That's all right with Snorlord. I mean, he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
He's what sugar. You know it.
So it's 9 here. Let me see if I can get him about a half hour. Would that work?
Yeah, we're getting ready to end this here in a minute anyway. We're on here 42 minutes.
All right.
But this is for TC Boggs because he
I
wants
forgot
to get
to unmute my
he
mic,
wants to
sorry.
get dizzy. So here, we're going to speed it up. Put the rabbit on him.
Yeah.
There you go, TC. Wait a minute. Here, let's do this. Let's give him some. All right. Anyway.
All right.
What do you got to do, Snorlord? You said something?
No,
Ooh, nice cat.
I accidentally muted my mic and I was being a smart aleck and it failed because I forgot to unmute my mic. So
I do that too. I'll talk a whole thing. So, hey, your mic's muted. Oh, okay.
So if I merge the call with Jeffrey, then you can merge your call with Snorlord. That way we can have. Is it going to be a 4-way kind of deal?
Yes.
Phone call.
yeah,
Yeah, we can do that.
it'll be a
Okay.
party.
All right. I'm going to give him a call and try to hook this up.
All right.
All right. Well, take care, guys.
All right.
Yep.
See you,
Later.
TJ.
All right.
Talking with
All right. Later. All right. Later. Bye.
All right, Bill. You might want to call Bob. That might be a good deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Plus, we got to go pick up 1597 is what I'm having them do the PM on.
Yeah, they're doing both of those right now. They got both trailers in the shop right now. They said hopefully they're done later this afternoon.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah, we'll be heading over there here in a little while.
and then if you do the Bob thing, then
Yeah, I guess we can make that decision today,
can make that
and
decision.
I guess we won't be picking up either one of them. We'll be
yeah. I mean that's
Bob
up to you,
telling
right?
down to pick up that reefer.
Because he said Jenny can do all the paperwork, so it's up to you guys
right.
if you make a deal or not.
Yep.
All right, so
But-
I'm getting out of here because
All right.
we'll probably do that phone call, and everybody, we got to follow Snorlord's lead. Look,
Hey, Steve, I want to give you a call a little later, too.
No,
If that's okay.
no, that's
he
fine.
said no. No.
That's
I'll
fine.
call you anyway.
He'll call you, Steve. Get ready.
I mean, you can hear my phone's going off all the time. I think it's not as bad as Jeff's, but it's getting up there. So
we'll get it up there past mine. That's why I can't wait. Call him 6 times.
All right,
a
guys.
day.
I'm going to jump
Call
out of
him
here.
all day long.
I'm out, Jeff. Have a good day.
All right. The truck is pulling away, baby, from the dock. We're out of here. Let's put this back. That's what we call these segments, right? So, thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button, hit the share button, all that good stuff. We're just talking everything about trucking and things like that and other stuff also. But we'll see y'all later. next time. Oh, TJ, before we leave, if you're still here, this is what you need for camping. You buy this at a Menards. It's a log splitter. You can just use a regular small little hammer and it'll split those logs and your wood goes further. We'll see y'all later.